What's up, everyone? This is Dimas. I'm here with my man T-Mill.
Let go, pour one more. Champagne shower on a hotel floor. Take it all off, you don't need no clothes. Bring it up high, baby, drop it down low. And we go, oh, 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 oh.
Like, tell a little bit about, like, your come up from you know, I guess, what, 2009, 8?
Yeah, I mean, my come up, I feel like it's been a steady one. I've been in bands since I was in middle school. When I was 16, I was in a local band. We toured locally, went to Arizona and Vegas. I'm from California. Played a bunch of shows. I was with a bunch of my friends. I was the youngest one in the band. I feel like I had the most passion, the most drive of my band. I was OCD about it. I wanted to, practice all the time. I wanted to play as many shows as we could. And I was so hands-on, and I felt like that passion and that drive wasn't being reciprocated by other members of the group. So when we broke up, I got a MacBook. And I was like, you know what, man? I want to just do this by myself. I don't want to have to rely on nobody. So I started messing around with GarageBand, started recording songs. I made a MySpace page. I just started putting them up. And I gained a fan base. And then 2009, I played my first show ever. It was crazy. There was probably like 60, 70 people there. It was in a tent outside. It was definitely a learning experience for me. It was the first time I ever played a show by myself. I didn't have no musicians, I didn't have a manager, I didn't have a sound dude. I was literally myself, my laptop, and a microphone. I did 60 shows like that in the course of 2 months, and from then I never looked back.
What was the song that you like really got people to notice you?
I feel like it wasn't just one song, it was like a series of events. So the first music video I ever shot for $100. It's not the greatest music video in the world, it was, right. My homie had some film equipment left over. He called me at midnight, was like, yo, do you want to shoot a music video? I was like, yeah, I only have one song that we could possibly do it for. He's like, okay, let's do it. We spent $100 on the alcohol, which is in the video. That's like all we paid to make it. We shot it in 4 hours. I didn't even want it to come out. I was signed to an indie label, and I woke up one morning and they uploaded it to my MySpace page, and it got 100,000 views the first day. And that was the first thing that kind of started everything. And then I put out this song called She Gotta, which I kind of just freestyled it. It just didn't really, there's like no real structure to it. I just kind of made a song. That was another thing. We shot like a $100 video again, just in the studio. That went viral. Then I put out a free album called Leaving Home. It had a song called Bands on it. And then that song just picked up, man, and it got some radio play. That was my first time on the radio. It charted at like, I want to say like 23 on the charts. And that was crazy for me, that was my first time, getting on a plane and going to radio stations across the country and playing radio shows with artists that I've looked up to for years.
So it must feel like the music you're making now is like on a different planet. Or
I feel like I said, every song is getting better. My writing has gotten better. My knack for melodies, my voice has gotten incredible. And it's just, it's that steady grind of progression every single day. And I just got off the road, and the last 2 months I've been working on my new album. And I've had the opportunity to work with Dr. Luke, who's one of the most talented producers in the music business right now. He's executive producing my album, and just being in the room with somebody like that who has that kind of track record and that kind of experience and those kinds of songs. Right. At first it was intimidating, but it really pushed me to become the best possible version of myself.
Dr. Luke is so good. I would imagine that he's a bit of a perfectionist.
Yes, 100%.
Is he hard to work with?
No, not at all. He's very fun to work with, man. I've had, like, my favorite sessions are with Luke. I went to his house in Malibu, just chilled. Go out there, you're like literally on a house on the sand in the beach. Right. So you just, you walk out, you take a break, you look at the ocean, you're like, okay, this is amazing. I want a house exactly like this, so I'm gonna go back upstairs to the studio and finish this song. You know what I mean? But I feel like working with Luke and his whole team, like I said, has really brought out the best in me and challenged me.
So you're working on an album, but you put out an EP.
I put out an EP at the beginning of the year, the All I Want to Do EP. We went on the All I Want to Do tour, which was 47 shows in 58 days. It's a crazy tour, like 6 shows a week, and that was my headliner. I've been home for about 2 months working on the album with Luke, and we left 2 days ago starting this tour with this band called Rixton. that's taken us all over the U.S. and Canada.
Now, all right. So from that EP, it's All I Want.
All I Want to Do, yeah.
Yeah, All I Want to Do. Are you happy with how the record is doing, the response?
Oh, 100%, man. I recorded the song last year, and it was winter when I recorded it. And if you listen to the song, it's definitely a summer song. So I held on to it. I was like, I can't drop this now. It just didn't feel right. So the first of the year came. I was like, all right, it's about time to start putting out this music. So we dropped it the end of February. I started the tour, and now I feel like it's when it's really starting to catch on. People, spring break, 4th of July, everyone's tweeting me videos and vines of their barbecues and stuff with the song playing. The E! Channel just picked it up for their song of the summer. The video came out. The response has been amazing for that. And we're just really working the record, man. People love it. That's all that matters, as long as my fans like it.
Is that like the Dr. Luke influence coming? Or?
Actually, man, I recorded that song before Luke and I were working together. But the first meeting that Luke and I had, I sat down, I played it for him. And Luke is a very honest dude. He'll tell you if he doesn't like something, he'll tell you if something sucks. So I was just kind of sitting there like, okay, let's see what he says. And really, the song was over, and he kind of sat there, and he's like, I really like the song. I was like, okay, cool. He's like, don't take this the wrong way. He's like, would you mind if I redid the drums on it? And I was like, dude, you're Dr. Luke. You can do whatever you want.
Who do you have on the album? Can you tell us?
I can tell you, I got Travis Barker on the album.
Okay.
Travis Barker, Blink-182 is one of my favorite bands growing up. I mean, still is. Travis Barker is like my hero. One of the greatest drummers ever.
Yeah.
So I was just super grateful. I hit him up and I was like, yo man, I'd love to have you play drums on this. And he's like, send me the song. I sent him the song. He's like, dude, no doubt, I got you. We went to the studio. He knocked it out. I did a song with Dr. Luke and Mike Posner.
Okay.
Mike Posner's the homie. We've done some stuff together. So he's on the album. And yeah, that's all I can say right now.
That's all you can say. Who do you want?
Who do I want? Definitely Miley. Love to do a song with Miley on the album.
That'll probably be good.
Yeah, I think that'd be really good. So, Miley, if you're watching this,
you're watching. Hi, Miley.
Yo, what's up? This is T Mills, and you're watching Global Grind TV. Yeah.